Do you plan to move in with OTV? I remember Toe said he wanted to get you. Yeah, he did. He tried to bribe me. He was like, hey, I'll pay for your movers. He was like, hey, what type of room were you looking for? Like, you want the master bedroom? Like, and I was just like, hey, this is kind of crazy. Like, you want me that bad? I mean, I guess I am pretty awesome, and like, you probably do miss living with me. And now that I'm gone, you know how to value me. You know, you see, you remember how it was, or like, or you just what? Anyway, and it was honestly, it's tempting. It's tempting because I miss and love OTV house a lot. Like a lot. I really like the idea of like waking up and then going downstairs and I just see Scar grabbing his lunch, eating it at the main area as he always does. Like, I know he does that still. Hello, honey. And just being able to like live and wake up to friends and stuff, I love that. I also really love my apartment and like the neighbors and everything that I have here. Like, I don't know. It sucks because I love so much, if that makes sense. Like, I have a great thing here when I'm like making coffee with people and like all the friends around, and then I also have my own space. Like, I love having like my own apartment. And there are things about like a house that I don't miss. Like, I don't miss if the AC ever goes down, or like problems with the fridge, or problems with anything revolving a house. You are at the beck and call of, you are at your freaking knees hoping that the landlord will fix it sooner or later. Trash days, yeah, exactly. I'm not even the one that takes out the trash, but I don't like trash days. The fact that somebody has to, you know what I mean? Like, I would feel bad that like, say Scara or Toast maybe would be the ones taking the trash out all the time. It's like there's annoying things about the house versus like, I call, if anything's ever broken in my apartment, I call it, and then I call the whoever, like the apartment in the office, and then they come within like 2 hours and fixes it. So it's conflicting because there's so many like pros and cons to things. Like, I've genuinely loved my time at the OTV house, and I do want to experience that again. So I don't know. I asked Toast if I could just do like 50-50. Could I like live here and live there? And he's like, no. Okay. They're grumpy gills. Squidward. Yeah, I want the Broden plan. Broden gets to be Broden. What about me? It's tough, especially because they plan on this one being the last OTV house, at least in LA. Yeah, like, I don't know. It's rough because, yeah, of course I want, if it's the last house or the last time that he is planning on being in LA, I want to be there for that. But it's just like, I don't know how to give up my current living situation, because if you lose, like, if I move out of my apartment, then my apartment spot is like gonna be out to lease for somebody else, and then I know it's gonna get swooped up. And then when they leave, then I'm not gonna have like, I really like this spot, and I'm not gonna have it to come back to, you know what I mean? Unless I literally stay and pay every month for, but it's expensive. I don't want to do that either. So it's a lot of like conflicting wants. Exactly, in cafe mornings and stuff. So it's like a lot to consider. Like, I got used to having my own space, even though I think I would be fine like moving into a house, but at the same time, I know at that house I'm gonna take a smaller room, or I would feel bad if I took a bigger room, because like Scara and Toast have always had really like they've had big rooms, but they've also had really small rooms. Like, I remember our last OTB house that we had, that I was in, Toast had like the smallest room that was like on the main floor, because he also let me have the basement floor, because like, he's gonna logic it out. He's gonna be like, I do want the this room, but like, Yvonnie is gonna make more use of it with the closet space, and so me, and blah blah blah, and like, logically it makes more sense if he takes the smaller room. But then in that case, you would always end up taking the smaller room, and that's just not fair, and it doesn't feel good all the time. Like, bro should also enjoy, you know, like a nice room or a nice environment to be in, because we're stuck in our rooms all the time playing video games or streaming, or like just we work and live in so much of our space that he should just have like a nicer environment too. I think everybody should. So as much as I love to take his offer on whatever he was offering, I could not in conscience do that. Put Scar in the closet. Scar matters too. Scar, I use Toast as an example, but Scar matters too. You know what I mean? It was nice seeing sunlight in Scar's room for a change with this house. I know, he would take the basement room or like the small room every time too. When you guys live in a house together, do the people with bigger rooms pay a larger portion of the rent? That used to be the case with like the old OTV house. But now because OTV has rent covered, like it's all the same. OTV just pays for the rent in general. Are there plans of you joining next house? Like I would say the percentage right now might be like 10-20%. Like if there's like an ideal situation, yes. But it's tough. I would like to see the house. I would like to see it. I just have so much crap. I know I have so much shit, like all of my kitchen stuff. Well, the kitchen stuff actually could fit in like a bigger kitchen. Oh my god, that was also the thing. Like I would just love a bigger kitchen. The thought of that is so enticing. Wow, the therapy session, she's sympathizing with Toast's logic. I have always sympathized, okay? In a real situation, I always try to sympathize and be empathetic and everything. Of course, it's just when we banter, it's fun sometimes just to fight. He does the same thing. That's the thing, like, we sound obnoxious and we sound ridiculous. We know that. We're just like, we are fighting, or we're like, you might, I just think like, maybe some of you guys do that with your friends. Like, you know, you're like being troll and you're like egging them on, or like you're like stirring something up, but it's fun. You know? I don't know. Yeah. But cooking in a streamer house is so different. This is true. Cooking in a streamer house is a lot different. I did not cook when I was in a bigger house because it feels like you don't really have as much control of your space. But I'm just hoping that like it could be different, because it could be different living with fewer people, because this house would have less people. And I could probably have like a section that I'm like, hey, this is like Yvonne's kitchen stuff, like don't touch, you know? I would do it if it was like, oh yeah, I could get my apartment back in like a year for sure. Then I would do it, because then there's no loss, but there is a loss if I do. But I also really like, I don't know, I kind of like Leslie and Mian coming over every day to like get coffee and make stuff. Like that's also nice too. I don't know, I have attachment to a lot of things. Would your perception change on moving if Lily and Michael said yes or nah? It would depend on the house. Like if we would have to find a house that fits everybody. But if everybody did want to live together again, that would be a sight to see. Like, I would consider it. I would.